Hello guys, welcome to Machiavelli TV, and this video is going to be, well, interesting one. I'm going to try and keep it short, basically. And if you've been following my videos, or if you've even watched my first videos, you'll know that even from the first video, which I think started in June, was it 2014, I think? So over a year, nearly a year and a half ago, I said from that point on that I pretty much was on the point of managing successfully my social anxiety, and after years and years of overcoming it. So what I realized is I know for example, if I was in a new town, I would know how to make friends. I would know where to go. I would know where to go. I would know what to do in order to gain friends very quickly. And I'm not talking about stuff to try. I'm talking about I know I know if I did it this way, I would meet people, well, that night or two, and have a social circle within, say, about a month. That's how I'd feel anyway. Um, it's and what I wanted to do, because it's normally runs around joining some social activities, or if it's in work, I sort of know how to infiltrate the work. I thought I'd actually see if I can actually give these to other adults as well. So, um, if you made friends anyway, and for example, you feel introverted, like you don't want to interact with them, that's your decision. Well, that's in terms of, I'm not going to tell you to be extroverted or force yourself to be social when you don't want to be social. It's completely your decision. But if for example, there's somebody with social anxiety who wants to meet people, who wants to make friends, but doesn't really know the methods of how to do it, or doesn't know what to do, those are the people that I would like to help out, specifically adults, because when you're an adult, the world can be a bit less tolerant of your social shortcomings, and yeah, you're with whereas with young people or teenagers, they're still developing. So hopefully they may be still in a position where they will grow out of their social anxiety and therefore avoid making videos like we do now. Whereas if you're a full adult, you may have more struggles, and it's your social anxiety, your um, developing social skills. They're much more grounded in their um, I don't even know the words, but basically I'm there to help you. I want to help you guys out. Now, how I'm doing that, and how I've tried with some people in the online social anxiety community, is on an individual basis. So it's about talking to them, getting to know their situation, and then seeing what they could do. It normally ends up either, I flat out would not recommend just approaching random people on the street in an attempt to make some long lasting friendship. That is not something that I'd expect. It's good for your confidence to do that, and it's good to overcome your social anxiety, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about meeting people and making friends and relationships, etc. So I'd think of either your work, or your family, or people that you do interact with, that type of thing. So I'm just going to see how that goes. I'm just going to let that run through my head, because I think I'm getting in my head there is a plan. There are I would like to have something where I could say, okay, if you start from now, in X amount of time, I would expect you to have improved by this much. I'm not commanding that you improve by this much. This is what you should expect to have happened by this month. And if it hasn't happened by that amount of time, then that means that either you haven't followed me properly, but then again, I'll be trying to, whatever I personally say to these guys, they will be straightforward. They will be quite straightforward. So that'll be unlikely to happen. What's more likely to happen is if they don't achieve what they expect by X amount of months, then my method wouldn't have worked. But that's something I would like to actually check with. I would like to actually try to develop something that actually works. I don't really want to be going around saying, oh, you just got to try harder, or you just got to be this, or you didn't try hard enough, when I haven't actually given them any measuring tool. I would like to be held accountable for what I say. I'm not a motivational speaker, not because of my, arguable personality, but just because I don't really, with most motivational speakers, if you'd have asked me as little as a year ago, I would have said certain motivational speakers' names and recommended them to you and put them in the link. Nowadays, I won't even mention their name because I really can't say anything good of them. I don't think they're con artists. I think they're good at what they're doing and they kickstart you to do something, but it's very vague. So if you don't actually know what to do, either you'll end up being very frustrated, or you'll achieve one thing and then eventually come back downwards, and it'll be a merry-go-round. I don't really want that merry-go-round. I want something where if you start it now and then you keep going until X amount of weeks or X amount of months, by X amount of months, you will never go back to that thing again. That's what's happened with myself. I'm never going to, I've a completely different mindset of what I had years ago. There's no way I can possibly go back there. But I would like to achieve that. I would like other people to achieve that in a much shorter amount of time than I did. So that's something that I'm thinking about. And I hope I'll probably give you more information on it. And if any adults out there feel like, talking or giving it a shot at improving, rather than going in what I probably would recommend is if you send me a private message. And you can send me a private message. I know how to send private messages. Go onto my channel, go onto the About section, and there's a button there where you can send a private message. And then we'll see what we can do. But until then, I'll keep you posted. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.